How can colleges and universities best use the Salesforce platform to manage the recruitment and admissions events that make up their enrollment processes? How can they create and control a calendar of upcoming events and allow prospective students to register for different types of upcoming activities? Let's start from the viewpoint of a prospective student. Here we can see an example of a pretend school's website. When a prospective student clicks on the Events button, they may be directed to a calendar page in order to see a series of upcoming events. As you can see, in this demo example, the calendar displays multiple types of events. The user may be able to select additional filters in order to narrow down their preferred selection. Or, the calendar page can be configured to pre-filter and display only certain types of events. For example, if the prospect clicks on the link to show all MBA events, when they land here, the calendar can be pre-filtered to only show those types of events. As a prospective student selects a particular event, they can be invited to fill out a configurable form in order to create their event registration record. The forms can be styled any which way and are highly dynamic as they are configured using our Form Builder Rx product. Schools also may choose to manage guest lists and wait lists for each event. Depending on the type of event they select, the registration form may collect different information, including info about related activities that may occur within that event. Notice that in this type of event, the applicant can also choose from a list of related activities during the event. As the prospect registers for the event, they may get an automatic email confirmation. Here we can see an example of a confirmation email, including a QR code that can be scanned to confirm check-in. We can also see links to add the event to their calendar or even cancel the event and remove themselves from the capacity limits. Here is another example of a confirmation email with the itinerary included. And here's an example of a confirmation email for a virtual event with the Zoom link included. All of the events can be created and managed on the back end by an Events Rx admin. As we can see in this example, an identified Salesforce user can be granted access to the Events Rx admin panel and calendar display, from which they can create new campaigns and visits, as well as manage any existing events that are already on the calendar. When creating the events, admin users have easy controls over the style and content of the registration pages. They can choose to add Zoom info to an event if appropriate. They can control event registration pages by selecting to use any Form Builder Rx page that has been created in the system. They can also control the email communication messaging that registrants may receive by selecting the appropriate template. And they can control the messaging that registrants might actually see on their screen after trying to register based on various outcomes and scenarios. That is how colleges and universities can use Salesforce to manage events for recruitment and admissions.